chase W's. Great colored coops. No, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Break the 180. 54 miles.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And an alley to run. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
180. 56. Let's go, team. Don't be alone.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here we go.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Check back. Check back.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chris Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mayfield looks to throw, and he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Set. 180.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's got room. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen. Here as we take over again.
It's 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
You got nothing. You got nothing. Check out.
Now Mayfield. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. On second down, it's McCoy. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They'll try to right side with McCoy. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Mahomes now to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. Well, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first and goal. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 99 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on second and long. Mayfield throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Mayfield now. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On second down now, it's McCoy. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They go play action here on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Safety's creeping. Hey, get this out, get this out.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 43 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Going up top. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Intended for David Njoku.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, fellas.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 10th carry now for McCoy. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, McCoy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's McCoy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
43, 66.
Again, it's Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Morris Claiborne.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out for us. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Line in. Here we go. Going to 54. Line in.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The throw over the middle taken in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he takes...
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. LaShawn McCoy taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
So we're going to 53.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, 47. Right there. 54, right there. 50.
Prescott on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Okay, here we go, 47. That's it. 54, Mike.
Throwing, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
47.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Are you okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. That time Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away.
I'm going to come back to you. Hey, 57, call him.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The sack by Robert Quinn. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that
Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Prescott from the gun. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Mike 5-4. Go to 54. Go to 54. 180.
To the air again, Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mike 54. Man, I got you. Hey, kill.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the 43. Watch the ship.
Now Mahomes. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll run with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense are not set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's McCoy, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. That one complete to Hill.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
54. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. 15.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down.
Hey, watch it, watch it. 43, 43.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He is going to find Hill here. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Out of the pistol, it's McCoy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Well, Charles, taking a step back for a second. Let's look at the undefeated teams still left in the NFL. We got New England, KC, they're 4-0. And then San Fran, they were open last week. They didn't have a game, so they're still at 3-0. We only have 3 teams left.
And they had the easiest path, not just because they had the open week, but how about New England getting challenged by Buffalo? Yes, they were on the road, but you don't often think of Buffalo as a team to really press New England. They did. And Kansas City, they got a heck of a test in Detroit. Had to score with 20 seconds left on the clock to win that game. So both of them remained undefeated, but not without struggles.
That's the interesting thing about Buffalo. I think we learned more about them in their one loss this year than we have in their 3 victories.
I think we would say the same thing about Kansas City because of how they got pressed, but we'd also say the same thing about Detroit, how they played Kansas City in that game.
Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Prescott now from the 50. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have 1 right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribe, right? When you talk
about... And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
43, 43, 15.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Robert Quinn. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw, Mahomes. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Gets this one to Hill. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Let's go, defense. Get on the field, defense.
Throwing here, Prescott. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds
When we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space or out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen.
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
Upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket
What
fuel?
you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
No, you sad about
Okay.
it. No, you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no